it is episode 45 of Drift Delvers.
45.
And, you know, I hate to do it, Heath, I'm sorry, but man, summer is upon us, dude. It's bad, dude. It's so hot. Like, it's just like instant swamp ass. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
my ass was an artesian spring.
So my question for you guys is, how do you deal with swamp ass? You do a little baby powder, a little preparation H. I don't know how serious your swamp ass gets, so, you know.
Just go out into the backyard.
We talking about swamp ass?
That's serious, man.
Preparation H is like real serious, you know, like, but you might be. It gets pretty nasty. But yeah, you know, what are your remedies?
Moisture wicking clothing.
That's a good one. That's a
moisture
good one.
wicking clothing, and when I'm actually working outside, I will always. I don't use it for swamp ass, but I use it for everywhere else on my body. There's swamp. I don't use it for swamp crack or swamp crotch either, but I have a towel that I would drape around my neck because I sweat profusely, like instantly, out in this heat. And if I don't have a towel, it's just like sweat. It's just like pouring down my eyes. It's getting in my eyes, getting in my ears. You know, like I have to have a towel.
Yeah, well, you know, towels are important. So you just do wick clothing, okay?
Yeah, I got my work clothes that are all moisture wicking.
Zach, what does Mima recommend for swamp ass? What's the?
You know what, dude? What's crazy, man? We have plans for like all kinds of hazards, but swamp ass, unfortunately.
I think you need to get on it, dude. You need to draft up a
I think
policy.
it's like more of a personal issue than like a, you know, something that we can help you with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think like we can help you with that.
There's an outbreak of swamp ass in
dude, welcome to summer in Mississippi, brother.
You gotta deal with it.
It just is what it is out here, dude. Every year it's an epidemic, man.
We have an incident response plan for swamp ass.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I try to just avoid being outside.
Just find a cold site, you know, that's all.
You just try to not have swamp ass ever?
I try to avoid, yeah.
How successful would you say that you are at avoiding swamp ass completely?
I mean,
completely.
On any given day, I feel like my swamp ass percentage is really low. You know?
Yeah. All you can work with is averages.
Like, I work in the air conditioning. I come home, I blast man, y'all don't even know. I do not mind. I'm sorry for the environment. You know what I mean?
Well, it is the environment that's fucking you, so.
I run my, yeah, exactly. Like, this is revenge. I run my AC all the time. I keep it so cold.
What temperature do you keep yours at?
Dude, I keep it at like 69, 70 in the house, dude.
I mean, I'm about that temperature. I'm not about that bill.
No doubt.
Hey, man, I ain't got kids. You know what I mean? I just spend my money on the AC.
Yeah, we don't either. But shit, dude, we have also a kind of large house to fill up. But I mean, we keep it on like 74, and then when we go to bed, it's down to 71.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Dude, when me and Josh had that big ass fucking house, we kept that bad boy at like 68. I think
that's where you keep it.
And then you put it on 69 when you went to bed, eh?
You know it.
That's right.
Our power bill was extremely expensive, but both of us agreed, and we would periodically check in. Like, listen, man, I know we're paying a lot of money for this AC, but it's worth it, right? And it's like, yeah, it's worth it. All right, cool.
It's good to check in on that.
Check in with each other. Like, are you still okay with paying this exorbitant amount on our power bill every month in order to stay very cool? Yes. Very well. We kept that going for like 4 years, so.
Wow.
Yeah, my new AC has quadrants. It's I can set like to be really cold in the bedroom and like normal temperature everywhere else. I don't know if that is gonna help with my power bill, but I fucking love that already.
Mine does that on accident. Like my new place, like it's weird. Like I've got central air and heating, and like my bedroom and bathroom stay cold all the time. Like I've got to put on layers sometimes when I get up in the morning if I'm gonna be messing around in my room. But the rest of the house, it doesn't cool as much. So I added a little window unit in my living room to keep it reasonable, right? Like it's not like super duper hot, but it's hard to get it as cool as you want it. You know, it's like not uncomfortable, but it's like I could stand to do another degree or two lower, but it just won't. It'll get to like 73, 74 in the rest of the house, and it's like, that's all I'm doing, bro. But my room, it'll feel like it's 60 degrees, you know? Like, it's weird how unevenly it cools. But it's nice that at least it's that room where I sleep, because I like to sleep with it a little colder.
And at least you're not sweating while you shit either, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Our old house, you know, it was all window units, right? And and it was a shotgun, and the bathroom was like in the middle of the shotgun plant, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so like it was this tiny little hall, and that hall was not insulated at all. You could like see through the floor to the outside, right? And the bathroom was there, and the door was barely a door. It was like these like thin.
It was like a saloon door, you know?
Yeah, saloon doors with like a little latch, you know. And that bathroom, dude, it got so sweaty up in there, man. Like,
Dude, I know. I don't think I've taken a shit in that bathroom. I've definitely like peed in that bathroom before.
I have. I've taken shit
remember
Adam's house.
it being a little sweaty in there. You know what I mean?
It's like instant, like, oh man, you know, like you got to hold on to something so I don't slide off the toilet. You know?
If it's like particularly rough, like you went and had some delicious New Orleans food. Mm-hmm. You come back and it's like, you know, it's gonna be, you're in for a rough one.
Yeah. You know, it's tough. You know,
hey, listen, let's pivot really
Crawfish
quick
from
sweaty shit. Heath, man, Heath is for the first time, I believe, playing seminal masterpiece, Final Fantasy VII.
You are? Oh,
the OG, the original, and he's been messaging me like, dude, this game is really good. And I'm like, you don't say.
I mean,
Final Fantasy VII.
I mean, you know, it's not as though I'm like, I've never heard of this. Like, I've been under a rock. Like, I played, you know, Final Fantasy 14 with you guys for years. Like, the frustrating thing to me was like knowing it's an awesome game and just feeling like, oh, well, I've missed the boat. But being able to play it on the Switch and kind of like walk around if I want to. Like, I was playing on my back porch earlier on the swing, and I was like, this is really pleasant, being able to play some Final Fantasy VII, like, while I'm swinging.
Like the remaster or the old school one?
No, the original,
school,
the PlayStation version. They
I've
put
never played it.
I mean, it's great. It's great.
It's the first video game I cried.
Arguably one of the greatest video games of all time. I mean, I don't think there's a conversation that you can have on the greatest game of all time without including Final Fantasy VII in that conversation.
It's definitely like part of the canon, right? Like video game lore. Like it's one of those games.
Yeah, it was one of those that I was like, well, I've missed the boat, and I'll just have to hear about how awesome this is for the rest of my life. And so, which I've been on a big. I do this where like I don't know. I'll just get an interest in my head and I'll just be about it for like months at a time. And the last like several weeks, because of the Magic the Gathering doing the Final Fantasy crossover, I've just had Final Fantasy on the brain and like was going back and finishing Final Fantasy VIII finally. And like now I just bought Final Fantasy X and X-2 on the summer sale on Steam. Like I'm trying to play all the good Final Fantasy games. Like I'm probably not ever gonna play all of the games in the franchise because that's impossible. But I'm trying to get the bangers and like have played them and understand all the references and stuff.
That generation.
Go ahead.
That generation of Final Fantasy is just so good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's just special place.
I played 12.
I like.
I played like about 75% of 12.
Yeah.
8, 10, and 12.
12.
That's the one with the gambits.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I love 12.
Yeah, 12 was great.
I want to go and buy. So they redid 12 the Zodiac Age,
Right.
And went and overhauled the combat system and the gambit system and stuff to make it, I guess, a little more challenging and a little less brain dead. Because the thing is, how easy that game is depends largely on how much you mastered and invested in the gambit system. Like, if you got real into the gambit system, that was the thing I didn't like about the game, and I forced limitations on myself. Like, because I played it 2 or 3 times, and by the last time I was like, okay, I'm limiting myself to like 5 gambits or 6 gambits per character, so that I have to like actively be involved with these combats and like strategize. Because if you're really good at the gambit system, you can prepare for every eventuality in a combat, and you can just have the party like
you just
do
like
the game
hold,
for you.
You just like hold the stick forward, and they just like handle the business. Yeah.
Right. So that's from what I've heard. I haven't played the Zodiac Age, but the version with the Zodiac Age is the game was already fairly well reviewed, but it's much better reviewed since they went and tweaked or did whatever they did. I want to buy that one because I've beaten it 3 times, the OG version, but I've never played the fixed up version.
Did you get that Genji armor?
I did one time.
Man, I think if I remember correctly, the Genji armor was all about haste and berserk and like using like extra skills or like making your attacks extremely fast. Man, that was.
I'm gonna have to interrupt. I feel like we're getting too specific.
Let's keep Let's keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna get to the bottom of these gambits now. Here.
We were getting way too deep.
Yeah, way too deep.
I feel you though. I feel you.
Heath, I am glad that you're playing Final Fantasy VII. It's definitely one that I at some point want to play, just because like it's such a big entry into video game history, and like I know a lot of the memes and references and stuff, but I want to like actually have the context for them,
Sure. Well, and that sort of golden age of Final Fantasy games, the 7, 8, 9, 10, like I watch a lot of Final Fantasy YouTubers and stuff. I'm super deep off in it. But it's funny, there's tons of debate about it and which one's the best and which one is your favorite largely depends on what was your first game, right? Like when you were 12, which one did you play?
Yeah. And
many of my friends, it was Final Fantasy 7. Yep. I was a little younger than everybody, so it was Final Fantasy 8. So I was the odd, black sheep of the Final Fantasy crew. So I love 8, even though a lot of people hate it. But this is a bucket list game for me to get to play 7. I'm super
Mine
excited.
was Baldur's Gate.
Oh, nice.
Your favorite
Final Fantasy game was Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
I just bought Claire Obscure, and I'm gonna wait until I beat Final Fantasy 7. But that game, I'm so excited.
I do want to play that later this year. I want to go back and do that. I was calling.
All right. Well,
speaking of
I
games,
wonder if
speaking of RPG combat systems,
I was going to say, I wonder if there's a Psychemental that is brought forth by nerdiness. What do you think, like the nerd Psychementals would be?
Obsession.
Obsession. That's good. That's good. Yeah,
and it would just be over and over a cacophony of actually.
Obsession or fascination. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I like it. Well, we're dealing with panic psychementals, presumably because the Wise family brought them forth with deep panic for being stuck in the River of Souls. You are aboard their ship, the Curiosity, and you are making your way to the bridge because you heard shouts. It seems that they have barricaded themselves in the bridge against these psychementals, and you guys are now fighting them. Unfortunately, the situation that you're fighting them in is a long hallway that is filled with ectoplasm from top to bottom. And so this is causing some difficulty for you guys getting through and all that, plus all the different mental effects that these things can do. So I'm going to remind you where we left. It was a bad first round. That's why we stopped, and also because of time. But it was a bad first round. And a couple of you were affected by the mental static, and that would be Raya and Sue, is what I have. As that, so you guys are both dealing with a -1 penalty to will saves and intelligence and wisdom-based skill checks.
That's just the day that ends in Y for me, baby.
I believe Sayun was stunned. But
yes.
I think you've gone through your round of being stunned.
I should be able to act in my next round.
Correct, yes. And somehow Gil is untouched.
I am untouched, yes.
I guess
he's off in the
I'm about
cut.
to be touched for the very first time.
He's big chilling in the back.
Yeah, being the Desna's chosen has its perks, I suppose.
Being Desna's chosen and also a tiny little gnome, it makes it easy to
I'm a little lucky charm. Put me in your pocket.
Well, speaking of, we're at the top of round 2, and the lucky gnome Gilderon is at the top of turn order. So I'm going to put some combat music on, and we're going to get going.
Nice.
Gil, what do you want to do, brother?
Oh, let's see. This is what I want to do. I have my drift step activated, so I'm wibbling and I'm wobbling. So I'm going to rush up past Sayun and Subana.
All right. First thing I'm going to need you to do is decide whether or not you're going to roll that athletics check to try to bypass the difficult terrain.
An athletics check?
Athletics check.
I mean,
you might as well try.
Try it. You might roll a natural 20,
All right, let's do it. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Athletics, you said, not acrobatics.
Athletics.
Yeah, you can keep clarifying to hope that he'll let you have acrobatics, but it is athletics.
Yeah, it won't change.
Well, look at here, guys. Look at that.
It's a natural something.
I rolled, and
what'd you get?
I got a natural 1 for a -1.
Oof. All right, so you will. So all that will
-1.
-1. That will all be treated as difficult terrain for you once you get into the hallway.
I can move 20 feet because I have a max speed of 40.
All right.
There you go.
I want you to go ahead and stop right on the first square there, because I will also need you to roll a fortitude save.
Right where Sayun is?
Yeah, right as you step into the hall. Because then I'll need you to roll a fortitude save.
That's good, because that's the first feat I took was greater fortitude. I'm good at it, right? Let's do it. All right.
Here comes another natural 1.
Is this nope, it is a natural 2 though.
Oof.
For a total of 6.
All right, so
Dude, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
So you're going to be fatigued for 4 rounds.
God, that's max.
Gosh,
That's
darn.
max, and that's not good. We're familiar with fatigued, but we do have some people who are listening to Starfinder for the first time, and I don't think we've had fatigued in the show yet, so I want to just articulate what that means, because it's not good. You can neither run nor charge. You take a -1 penalty to your armor class, attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and strength and dexterity-based skill and ability checks. The amount of bulk you can carry without becoming encumbered is reduced by 1. If you are already fatigued and would gain the fatigue condition, you lose the fatigue condition and are exhausted for the total duration of all fatiguing effects. After 8 hours of complete rest, you are no longer fatigued. Now, good news is that this is actually on a timer. Okay. So 4 rounds, and you won't be fatigued. But that does do a significant amount of debuffing on you. You've moved 10 feet into the room, or into the hall.
I'm fatigued, so I can't run, but I can still keep going.
Run is an action,
speed.
so you can still move, yes.
It's like, dang, I gotta crawl everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go my total of 20 feet up to this door.
Okay.
So we're at a long hall, and looks like there's 7 doors.
Yes.
One parallel to each other until you get to the end of the hall, and there's one at the end of the hall. Okay, so let's see how far away I am. Perfect. The one right to the left, the resilient panic
So
Psychemental.
the front left one.
The front left one. I'm going to target that sucker.
Okay.
Raise the hand that doesn't have my whistle popper, and then I'm going to cast Tripartite Beam.
Here we go. Let's get it. Make
3
sure
fingers.
you check all the damages whenever you do that part. But let's get the attack roll first.
There we go. Attack roll. It's not a good time for old Gilderon right now.
What'd you get?
I got a 12 against EAC.
Well, fortunately for you, that is still a hit.
Oh, baby.
Oh, nice.
Oh, baby.
Great,
All right,
isn't
so
it?
here comes the damage. So it's an acid, an electricity, and a fire beam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then let's just do a normal damage.
All right.
All right, so that's 6 acid damage, 3 electric damage, and 5 fire damage.
All right, so we're looking at a total of 14 points of damage. That seems to do a significant amount. It's actually, though, only 7. And I'm sorry, I actually need you to roll a concealment. I forgot this.
Oh, man.
We gotta
Only
roll that
7
concealment.
Been cool, but
Yeah,
gotta be
because
lame.
it's half because of the incorporeal.
Even for Magiqua?
Yeah, if it wasn't magic, none of it would go through.
I guess you
Yeah,
got a point
the
there.
only full damage is either force or if you have that thing on your
touch.
gun, ghost touch, ghost
Ghost
killer.
touch.
Ghost killer.
Yep.
All right, what'd you get?
I got a 53.
All right, so that does go through, and you do get 7 points of damage here. All right,
that's my turn.
that's your turn. Not bad, that's not bad. It is the inconclusive panic psychomental. It's going to keep trying to bang down the door to get to the wises. It's now the pointless one. This is the one that's directly in front of Raya. This one is going to...
Yeah, because for the listener, I'm all the way down the hall, face to face with the clump of 4 of them, or Raya's rather.
I think we are going to try to synaptic pulse you for the standard action there. So this just happens.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. There is a will save.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you have a -1 to this.
Yeah, I mean, it's only gonna get worse. By the end of this thing, I might be at a -5.
Yeah.
Okay. What is I have a +12. Okay, 17 on the die, 29.
You have a +12 to your will save? That's not right.
I was looking at my mysticism, dude. I'm so sorry.
I was like, there's no way.
There's no, especially, I'm sorry. I've got a lot going on in the brain. Okay, I'm at a net just 0 because I normally have a +1. I'm at a -1. I got a 17.
Are you at a -1 because of your evolutionist track?
Not yet. I mean, I would, or actually, it's still showing me at a +1, which I'm normally, I think, at a +2 because I've got the feature put in where I've got my 1 evolution track point active.
Okay, so then you're taking that 1 off to get your net 0.
Yes,
Beautiful. All right, so what did you roll on the die?
17.
Okay, so you pass against
Nice.
the stun. And I believe that is really all it can do as it tries to stun you, but is unable to. And I believe... No, you're not immune unless you get stunned. All right, so now it's the aching.
Is that's not like is that a physical hit or is that like a mental effect? Okay.
Yeah, it's a mental effect.
Did the inconclusive panic psychomental go?
It did. It was banging on the door to try to get to the wises, which is what the aching psychomental is going to do. The back line is trying to get into the wises.
Right.
Raya, you're up.
Okay, well,
First thing I need you to do is roll that fortitude save against the ectoplasm, please.
Okay.
Wait, did you already fail this and get fatigued for a round? So it must have been you, right? It had to have been you. So you're actually good. You don't have to deal with it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good deal. the plan was to rush in here before any of my buddies could get in the danger zone and start popping off breath weapons. And so that's what I'm going to do. Raya, her gland activates, and I've got a fire one and an ice one, basically. I think I'm going to start with the ice one. So her neck, like icy scales kind of charge up, and I've got a cone attack, so I think I should be able to get all 4 of them.
I'm thinking you got to back up. I'm thinking you got to back up one to get them all in a cone, right?
No, I don't think so. I think, like, anywhere I'm putting it, like if I put it on the corner, if I put it on the edge,
okay.
you can get it.
It's going to clip every one of them.
Yeah.
Raya got glands.
Yep. Feels weird, but technically correct.
What's weird about a gland, man?
Just weird, the fervor with which is. Raya got glands. Like,
you're talking about my glands,
it's a weird pickup line,
Got them glands.
Glands be popping.
There's a save, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a reflex save or whatever.
Yeah, usually.
You should be able to just like pop out that the deal.
Did someone say
But
popping?
I may not have that programmed.
Targets attempt a reflex save, which would have the half of the damage. So all 4 of them will need a reflex save.
Why am I not seeing this on your sheet? Have I not put this on your sheet?
I see both of them right here.
Where are you doing that from your inventory?
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So, ooh boy, 4 reflex saves coming up. We're gonna start with the one that's directly in front of you. All right. And then we're just gonna move clockwise around. First one is a 5.
Okay. Fails.
Yeah. All right. Second one. It's a natural 20.
Okay. Well, that'll certainly pass.
Right. Third
Disgusting.
one is a 10.
That's a fail.
And the final is a 15. So that beats. So the one right in front of you and the one diagonally back are failed. The other 2 pass. Let's get that damage.
Yeah. So the ones that passed will half the half damage. They'll quarter it basically.
Yeah.
Which I hate incorporeal. Okay. It's 3d6. Oh my god. This is good damage because it's actually maxed. And dudes, bear with me. I want to show you this shit.
Love it.
Oh, hell
right.
yeah.
Nice. Dude,
That's 2 STFs on the die and a 6.
2 STFs on the die.
Right. 666, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She tunes into the devil.
Should have been fire, bro.
I want to drink a Monster Energy drink so bad right now.
But
okay, all right. So that's what, 18 damage.
18, but,
right, let's start
halved
with
for some of them and quartered.
Yeah,
for
let's
some
start
of
with the
them.
2 that failed. So they're going to each take 9.
And
then the other ones are going to take 4, right?
Yep.
All right. That's still pretty effective.
That's
You
very good.
got a lot of hit points taken off across the board there. And it's dope. I mean, like, Gil, you're there. You can see. I mean, everybody can kind of see it, but maybe it's a little hard because of the ectoplasm.
Right.
But you like freeze chunks of this ectoplasm and just smash it up against these psychementals and they like. They don't like have any mouths, but you can feel their mental anguish. You know, it's like, and they just get a little freaked out. They get freaked out.
Yeah.
They get freaked out.
Yeah, and she's just like leaned over, like roaring like a dragon, ice spewing out, freezing these things. It's
They
sick.
get so freaked out and panicking that they summon 8 more panic
No, they don't.
psychementals.
No, they don't.
that'd be fucked up, dude.
Where are this places have?
It's like,
I'll see you guys later.
well, this family's gonna have to just
Yeah.
deal with this
Sorry,
on their own.
Liza. You're out.
But it is even more dope and epic than that because as she's spewing this ice, I still have a move action. And so as this gout of ice is coming out of her pseudo dragon maw, she also icy wings burst out of her back, because as a move action, I'm going to activate my Masoglia tentacles, which we have flavored as dragon wings. And so that will give me, it's not really for this, but it'll give me DR5 against slashing for the next minute. But it also gives me the effect that any creature that ends its turn adjacent to me will take 1 electricity damage, and has to succeed at a Fortitude saving throw or be sickened for a round.
That's pretty good.
So just spews this ice everywhere. The wings pop out, and I don't know, they buffet the ectoplasm barrage onto them, strengthening the ice. I don't know, but it looks awesome.
How long does this last for?
A minute.
Oh, I'm fucked.
I mean, I'm gonna handle this, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can't get into melee range.
Yeah, they're gonna be dead before you get here, is what I'm telling you.
Well, but he's the one that has the force weapon, he's gonna have to get up there at some point. Okay, we'll play it out. Keep in mind, he does have that healing aura too that might kind of help mitigate some of that.
And your fortitude is not being negatively impacted by their effects. It's your will saves.
Well, that remains to be seen, because he might get fatigued going into this goo. It's the resilient panic ones, and this one is going to forego trying to stun you, and is going to just try to hit you with a single slam attack. It's pretty shitty, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't like it. I'm just telling you, it's lame. All right, here we go.
Panicked slam.
Okay, that was almost a natural 20. Was not. It's 23 to hit your EAC?
Yeah, I mean...
No, KAC. Yeah.
You should know
that'll hit either way, yeah.
All right. So here's a little tiny bit of damage. That's 5 bludgeoning damage. Although, I need to roll concealment myself.
Yeah.
Keep me honest, guys. Here we go. Well, you can just hold on to that 5 bludgeoning, because I missed on the concealment with a 19.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Which also means I don't get the electric burst from your electric stuff.
I was waiting on you to finish. Nice. I was going to pop it off, but okay. I'll not take the damage.
All right, Sayun. Let's see. We're coming to you. First of all, we need to take off stunned. Mm-hmm. Which also takes off flat-footed. So you're at your full capacity here, though. Now you're gonna have to get into this ectoplasm. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Look, man, dog. I gotta get up there. Okay, Don't bullshit me. Shoot me straight. What do I need to roll? What nonsense do I need to roll in order to get up there,
First things first, is you're going to need to roll an athletics check to try to negate the difficult terrain.
Okay.
That's
no
a pretty
problem.
easy... Yeah, that's a pretty easy roll.
All right, we are looking at an athletics check? 21. Yeah. 21 on the athletics.
Now, you will also need to roll a fortitude save upon exposure to the ectoplasm.
Okay. Can do. All right, we're looking at a 17. 17 on the fortitude save.
That is a pass. And you are now immune to the effects of the ectoplasm.
Nice. There you go.
And you have full mobility.
Full mobility. Okay. How... I got 35 feet. 5, 10... 30, 35.
So close.
Jump on my
charge.
Back. Hey, you could charge. If you're not gonna be able to get up to them to be able to do it and attack, don't go 1 square less so you don't end your turn adjacent to me.
I'm gonna end adjacent to you any way I go.
Well, he's saying you could end here if you're not going to get here.
Right. If you're not able to get in attacking range with them, then just stop 5 foot shorter so you avoid.
Well, I can charge, right?
Yeah, you can charge. Yes.
Double movement and an attack at the end, right?
I believe that's the case with a -2 penalty to the attack.
You got this, natural 20.
Let's double check that.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Make a melee attack at the end of the movement.
Full action.
Yeah. Just get a -2 penalty to the attack roll. And a -2 penalty to your AC till the start of the next turn. But you know these things are not hitting hard. You also know that they're pretty easy to hit. So, the risk seems worth it. Before we do the attack, though, Heath, was I supposed to do something at the end of the resilient Psychemental's turn for being adjacent to?
I was trying not to interrupt anybody and wait for a polite opening, but you didn't need to take the electric damage from my electric augment or whatever, but you do from the Masoglia tentacles. So from the resilient, I need a fortitude save to see if you're sickened, and you're going to take 1 electricity damage.
No matter what.
No matter what. Yep.
All right. Well, that is an 18 on that fortitude save. Imagine that passes.
I think it's 15, but let me double check.
I can't imagine it have a DC higher than 15 at this level, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's 15. It's actually calculating as 15.5.
Yeah, it's probably because of like half your level,
Right.
Okay, beautiful. Sayun, let's get that charge attack.
Right. Sayun is also going to gain an entropy point as a result of the charge.
Heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I do know what you're saying.
Now, the problem solver, my Glock 40, my problem solver, it's got force on it, right?
Right. So yeah.
It's gonna, whatever I hit, it's gonna go through. Do I have to? If it's got force, does incorporeal? Do I still have to roll a mischance on them?
Yes, because concealment is separate. The concealment is because of the ectoplasm, not because of the incorporeal. Understood. All right, big dog. How about an 18 against EAC? Well, let's get that concealment first.
Okay.
Yeah, before you hurt your own feelings.
Yeah.
Well, you have to roll to hit the attack first.
No, we do concealment first.
Oh.
Because
typically,
far too often we've forgotten to do it and then had to take an attack back.
Yeah.
39.
All right, so that's good. The 18 will hit.
Okay. There we go.
Was that -2?
Huh?
Did you calculate the -2?
-2. No, then it would be a 16.
Well, I'm going to finish this little last bit of wine before I tell you the results.
Okay.
It hits.
I think Gil hit with the 12.
Okay, all right. The entropic strike damage, 12 damage going through.
Well,
cheater damage.
Foe has fallen.
Nice. One down.
Hey, fuck you, Scream Tornado.
All right, that's the end of my turn. What do I have to roll against Raya's thing now?
A fortitude save.
Or be sickened?
Or be sickened, so roll well. And you're going to take 1 electricity damage.
Why do I take... Just for being near you?
Yeah, just for being adjacent.
Yeah.
To her
Don't I have a little
wings.
thingy? Don't I have like some...
You do have...
A thingy?
Yeah, he has like one of the little orbs that gives him...
The Aeon Stone.
I have 2 acid, a sonic, and electric. That's what I have.
So you don't have to take that electric.
Yeah,
it
don't
burns
take
it.
the electric damage.
But it burns it up.
Nice.
It burns it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably won't see electric damage. At least maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, burns it
Well,
up.
and
All
I'm
right,
gonna,
that's an 18 on the die, on the fortitude save.
Yeah, you're good.
Plus 8. So, yeah.
I mean, your die beat it,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Not too shabby.
Oh, and the foe fell?
Yes.
Right? Am I missing any?
You get
I'm
an
not
entropy
missing.
point,
Okay.
right?
He does siphon off its life force, but it doesn't do anything. I'm at full health, full stamina.
You're too badass to even use your own abilities.
Yeah.
All right. Subano, you're up.
Yeah, so out of all the things that I can do, I think because of we got the mainliners in this narrow hallway, really the only thing I can do is just take a shot and see if I can get past the cover and the concealment to deal damage.
Well, let's start with concealment.
Right.
And I assume you're shooting... Which one are you targeting?
I'm going to just make it easy and just go down the
Shooting
line.
Raya?
So just
Shooting Raya in the back
shooting
of the head.
Raya in the back. Shooting in
Her
those
wings
wings.
block it.
Raya,
Yeah.
sweetie, could you duck down?
She's in the like Scarlett Johansson like superhero pose, you know.
Right.
Everybody
Giving you
knows
room.
What was that
That's
on the
a
concealment?
59 on the
All right, so that gets past the concealment.
All
Let's see
right.
if you can overcome the cover.
All right. So that's going to be a 2 on the penalty on that. So let's,
No, it's going to be 4, but I deal with that. You just roll. Don't worry about it. You just tell me what you rolled.
got it.
I rolled 100.
Let me go ahead and target.
100.
I rolled a 100. I have a plus 99.
That was a 100. So 13 against EAC.
I am sorry. That is not going to get through.
I think
Yeah, I just can't quite
Because
see
of
it
the cover.
enough. Because of the cover,
You
yeah.
shoot Raya in the back of the head.
All right, it was worth the effort to move action. Is there any move action you'd like to
no,
take?
I'm not stepping inside. Why?
Because I want you to get fatigued. Gil,
Yeah. Come on, take a dip in the ectoplasm.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Gil, you're up, buddy.
All
You
right.
are fatigued.
I am fatigued. That's okay. I've been tired before. You know, whatever. It's supposed to be bad, but it's nothing. I'm just going to move up a little bit more. Just move up a little bit more. And then I'm going to provide some covering fire as I'm running. I'm just like, pew, 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 with the whistle popper. So that is a straight up 15. Let me attack with the whistle pop.
The whistle pop.
The whistle popping, man. Popping so good, man. Here we go. All right, so that does it. It's a 17 against EAC, providing some covering fire. So, since I have the whistle popper, it's tactical. So the next hit. Oh wait, let me see. I always get confused if whistle pop or not recovering fires. I have to target. Selected ally gains +2. Okay, yeah. So I select Raya to get a +3 bonus to your AC to the next attack that attacks you. And also, since I have restricting fire feat, the front, the pointless panic Psychemental cannot take reactions.
Okay.
Yeah. So there
That's
we
lame.
go. There we go.
Okay.
That's my turn.
It's fucking weak. All right. The Inconclusive realizes that one of its fellow Psychementals has fallen and is going to slide up in position to try to attack Sayun. This is probably going to miss, given that it's almost impossible for me to hit. Here we go. That is a 12.
No, man.
All right.
No.
The pointless one is also going to attack Raya for a very pointless attack. Because you have this
got a
bonus on
+3, yeah.
Yeah, so even with a 17, that's probably going to miss. Yes.
Well, are you EAC or KAC?
Well, it's KAC.
Okay. Well then, I mean, you would have hit EAC.
Even with the +3?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I have that weird armor that I've got super good KAC and not good EAC.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Incorporeal always targets EAC. I'm sorry.
So even with a +3
Get it
AC,
together.
it still hits.
Because my EAC is 14, so it takes it to a 17.
Wow. All right. Well, here's some minimal damage coming your way. 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Although I should.
You're gonna
roll
take
it.
some damage.
Well, let me roll this concealment first, just to be sure.
See, I thought you're supposed to roll
I
concealment
am. I just
first.
keep forgetting. It's because I'm forgetting, not because I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing it the wrong way because I'm forgetting. And I rolled a 10, so that doesn't go through either. It's terrible. Okay, the aching one is going to attack Sayun.
Well, you have to take. You just finished a turn in range of me, or adjacent to me. So you're going to take 1 electric damage. Need a fortitude save for sickened.
Okay, so let's take. Actually, both of these need to take an electric damage.
Do you get immunity to that, or is it like every round you have to roll it?
Yeah, it's every round.
On the
Lasts for
second
a
too?
minute.
On the sickened part of it,
You
I have to
don't
roll every time.
I mean, unless you get sickened. All right, let me look at the text.
I mean,
It
I
doesn't
just
say
feel like
anything
most
about
things,
it.
like if you like save against a thing that's persistent like that, you're immune to it. You know, for at least a period of time. Like, I mean, I'm not crazy, right? A lot of things
that's
in
typically
Starfinder
the
have
situation.
Yeah, I mean, some
Right.
things do that, but I
Like
mean,
fatigue or whatever, you get immune to it if you pass the save.
No, it looks like it's just every time, man.
That's
I mean, this is a temporary effect. Like it's a 1 minute effect that you.
Well, that's not that temporary, but yeah, 1 minute's a whole damn combat, but whatever. Okay,
I
no
mean,
problem.
that's
No.
it's still temporary. It's something you have to recharge by taking rests. You know.
Yeah, it must be really
It's a
hard
lim-
to take
it's a
short
limited
rests in
resource.
between. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Here we go. Here's fortitude save. That's probably a fail with an 8.
Yep,
so
it is.
sickened,
Yep.
and that was the
Just
pointless.
for a round.
Oh, just for a round. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right, and then I need to do the same for the aching one. That is a 15, so meets beats.
Yep.
All right, Raya, you're up.
Okay. We're gonna charge up another dragon gland, so we're gonna hit them with fire this time. So reflex saves for all 3.
All right, the aching rolls a fail with a 4. The
Nice.
pointless one, who is sickened, is almost certainly going to fail with a -1 to the reflex save. That's an 11.
Yeah, that's 2
And
fails.
the inconclusive, let's see how they do.
It's gonna be inconclusive.
That is a 13. That is 3 fails.
Nice.
Lanes be popping,
And that's,
popping and rocking.
last time I rolled 3 6s. This time I rolled 3 4s. So 12 damage. So halved will be 6 damage to all 3 of them.
Got it. Okay. Not bad at all. They're all still standing, though. Sayun, you're up.
Sayun, you know what Sayun's gonna do? I think let's try the full attack. You know, let's go for the full attack. Let's see if we can cut him down.
All right.
First, the one directly in front of Sayun. All right. So concealment first, correct? Mm-hmm. 86.
All right.
That's
good.
that's going through. That's going through. All right. First attack with -4 penalty is a 15 against
will hit.
EAC.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. All of this is going through. 12 damage.
Say goodnight.
Shing.
Good night.
Cuts that one through.
The aching
And then on the return
is
stroke,
aching so bad it died.
it's going to try the one right in front of Raya. The pointless. All right, so concealment on that one. Oh, 61. 61.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like,
one, dude. I saw the one and I panicked, man. All right. Another melee attack. Ooh, 18 on the die. That's hitting. That's
Yes,
hitting.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
sir.
going through on that one. Slicing it up. Minimum damage, 10 damage.
Well,
force
with
coming
10
through.
HP remaining, that's a second
Nice.
kill.
Wonderful.
So 3 of these Psychementals are down.
That's right.
Look, I'll set them up. You knock them down.
Pretty much.
And we haven't
very
taken a single point of
squishy.
damage.
Roll that fortitude save and take 1 point of electric damage.
Oh yeah.
Talk about
yeah.
a single point of damage. Let's get it.
This is the antisocial.
Whoops.
Oh, I rolled a 2 on my fucking. I rolled a
Okay,
2.
You'll be sickened for 1 round.
I'll be sickened for 1 round. So Sayun like slashes these 2 psychomentals down, and then feels Raya's weird vibe thing, and like gets sick and like almost yaks in his mask. You know.
Wow. The wings are just too much for you, huh, Saying?
I guess so.
Okay, Subana.
All right, so Subana is going to do what's
Going to step into the hall.
Nah.
Just gonna
Roll a
sniper it.
fortitude save.
Nope, no need to. So, yeah, firing. Let's get that. Actually, let's just get the concealment roll out of the way.
Yes.
45.
You're good.
All right. All right, that's the attack. 12 against EAC.
What do you think?
Yes. Right.
Unfortunately, no.
Maybe we need to get you a scope on that bad boy.
It's a
Gil-
It's this old piddly well.
Duran.
Ah, this is how you do it.
And he just starts firing into the air wildly, providing
Just
covering
Yosemite
fire.
Sam and just like levitates off the ground from the propulsion of the weapons. You know?
Exactly. Ba, 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 ba. All right, here goes. Just the same turn as last. Doing it to it. Once it pops up. All right, that is a... Excellent. So it's going to be a 20 against EAC. So you have a... I'm going to say Raya again. Raya has a +3 to her ACs.
All right.
And that's it. I'm going to stay right here. You got,
All right.
y'all got it handled.
The inconclusive panic Psychemental will move forward and strike Raya.
Okay.
Or attempt to, I should say. Here we go. Okay, that's a 19.
I mean, that's still going to hit.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. Let me keep forgetting concealment. All right, so get through the concealment with a 58. That's 4 bludgeoning damage to
All
you.
right. And you're going to take electric damage. Actually, you're going to take both things.
Right.
So that'll be 1 electric from the Mesoglia tentacles and roll for sickened. And then
Okay, well, that's a 15 against the sickened, so that's a pass. Then you're going to roll that electric damage from the whatchamacallit.
yep.
The electrostatic field, that's going to be a D6, my friend.
Okay. I was looking through my sizable list of augmentations now.
Well, it's not an augmentation, it's a armor upgrade,
Armor
so
upgrade.
that's where you'll find it.
2.
All right, so 1 point of damage there. And you need to take your damage, please, 4 bludgeoning.
All right.
And it is your turn, Raya.
God damn it. There we go. Okay. Well, we will just do some strikes with the adaptive strike. Yeah, I'm just going to full attack, try to take this thing down. They have pretty low ACs. So it's a...
Concealment first, please.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. All right. 64.
Good.
All right. Adaptive strike number 1. Ooh, 12. Against EAC.
That's still a hit.
Nice. All right. That'll be 11 fire damage.
So 5 goes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get another concealment, another attack, and presumably another damage roll.
Yep.
If you can hit on the 3, it's almost pretty hard to miss these things.
22.
Ooh, close, but that does get
Yeah.
through, you know.
Okay. 12. Two 12s.
That's a hit.
Okay. And that will be 12
Wait
fire
a minute.
damage. So 6.
Your first one, you did not do the -4 on, so that wouldn't have hit.
Oh, I thought I clicked it. I had it clicked on the second one.
So I'm going to give it back 5. But the other one does hit, and so that's going to be 6 out of the 12 fire damage goes through.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Sayu?
Man, let's go ahead and pump, just for shits and gigs, just pump both of those entropic points into.
I mean, you can't take it with
strike.
you, you know.
Can't take it with me, man. May as well. Sam tries to finish it off. All right, concealment check.
Oh, no.
4.
Oh shoot! Damn it!
Nope.
Okay, Sayun,
But the air.
for whatever reason, cannot find his way in ectoplasm now after swiftly taking out multiple of these things.
Go ahead and roll a fortitude save and take 1 point away.
Yeah. Okay, that's a 19 on the fortitude save.
So you're good on that. I'll take the sickened off for you.
Okay.
And you take that 1 point of damage there, please.
Sure thing.
All right. Well, you tried. It is round 4 still. Subana's up.
There you go. Yeah, so let's go ahead and try to do that with the old full attack. See if I can hit once or twice. So,
You're going to do a full attack through cover.
I mean, it's just like at this point, fine. Okay, yeah.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but so far away, he doesn't even
I'm
know.
gonna roll a flat 20 with a -3 modifier twice and just see what happens.
I mean, it's just fishing. Like,
I mean, that's really
it's
all I
not
was
the most
looking at,
unreasonable
you
thing,
know?
honestly.
It is pretty unreasonable, in my opinion.
Fair enough. So I got a 25 on the concealment.
Yeah, you're good on the concealment.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Got a 3 on the die for a total of 10 against
damn.
the AC.
Oh my gosh, man.
You could have
It's my turn.
two
landing, dude.
chances.
Yep.
Yeah, just go roll again. Just
It would have been horribly unreasonable to see
All right,
a second
guys.
chance at it.
Because that would have been a 6.
Yeah, 4. You just can't roll.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you should have stepped into the hall, but you didn't listen to me. All right,
Yeah. All those penalties. Fuck that.
Gil.
I think Subana left.
Stole the ship, abandoned us.
She found a coffee maker in the corner. She's just in there making coffee. And then... All right, let's see. I'm
Might
gonna.
as well.
Dustin, I like that.
damn.
I'm going to give you an inspiration.
All right, cool.
Roll a d6 for me.
Fuck. She should look
How
into
many
the cupboard for
inspirations do you
creamer.
have?
I might.
Don't worry
be
about it.
filled up.
You probably
have
got
infinite
a bunch.
amount, right?
I mean, no.
I knew that. I knew you couldn't. I'm at capacity. I'm at 3 out of 3. I'll give it to someone else. I'll pass it.
Well, what'd you roll on the d6?
Here we go. It is 3.
3. Okay. So there's going to be general. Roll me a d20, please.
I was gonna hope that you like pass it to somebody else, but we still have to get a personal of Dustin's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, that's a 5.
Okay, so that's an old one. This is from Just J-Rod.
Oh, my boy.
And it's another installment of Tokyo Drift Delvers.
Nice.
Right. Yeah.
You know, nothing's more powerful than the love of family.
True.
That's right.
True, dude.
That's
Fire,
totally
spitting
true.
facts. Like,
The power of friendship and
All right,
family.
so what part of your family are you giving this inspiration to?
You know what? Sue's got my back. way
back,
way
yeah.
back. So I'm gonna give this to my
How many do you have,
to my
John?
mama. Sue.
And Sue's just off in the back, like, oh, I found the creamer.
How many inspirations do you have, John?
Are you
I
capped
have
as
two.
well?
No, I have two inspirations.
Okay, all right, good.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Gil,
you.
you can do your turn now.
All right, I'm gonna raise my right hand using my thumb, pointer, and middle finger. Make a little triangle. I'm gonna
To the
extend
evil
my
eye?
arm and point at this scream tornado and cast tripartite beam once more.
All right, let's get the concealment check.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. D100.
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 I'm going to find me a
that's a-
10-point.
That's a 31.
31 that gets through. That gets through.
Like, a dude plays like a D100. Yeah, man. Let me roll a D100 real quick.
All right. Yeah. That is a 13 against the AC.
That is going to miss because of cover.
Son of a gun.
Way to waste a fucking spell slot, bro.
I did. I certainly
Yeah.
did.
Did. You totally did.
Not on these weak sacks of shit. Don't use your damn spells on this.
Raya, you're getting hit. I'm going to try to hit you. I'm going to start with the concealment.
You're gonna kill yourself by hitting
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, well. That's 60, so that gets through.
Okay.
And we're going to attack here. There you go. With a 19 hit. That's going to hit. Here comes the damage. That's max damage at 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'll take 1 point of damage. And
Yep,
I will roll
roll
that fortitude.
fortitude.
Yeah, I got you. I
and
got
I'll
you.
roll a d6 for your extra electric damage.
I failed the fortitude save. So I'm
sickened.
Sickened.
Okay.
Sickened.
And then
Sickened
that's
and
another four on the die, so another 2 points of electric. Or
Right.
you're not.
Yeah.
Are you
That's
having
correct.
that?
Well, if it's 4 on the die, then yes, I would take 2. Yes.
Okay.
Still up.
Goodness.
It's inconclusive.
Inconclusive. Is it alive? Is it dead? Inconclusive.
Hard to tell.
Who's
Raya,
to say? You know?
you're up. There's only one
okay.
way to make sure.
All right. I just got to max the maximum mutation points that I can have. So that's neat. I don't always do that. We're just gonna swing away and try to knock this thing out. So let's start with a concealment. You good? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you?
The first one, no, the first one misses with a 12.
Yeah, concealment got you there.
Yep,
Let's try
it
again.
did. All right, and then the second one, 43.
That'll do.
All right. Why am I trying to roll damage? Here we go. The cool thing is I'll get the bonus damage now from my class for having a bunch of mutation points. 17.
That will hit.
Nice. All right, and I get to check my evolution track box. 1 on the die, but it's still 12.
Which gets reduced to 6.
Yeah, 6 fire damage. Or no,
But with-
cold damage. It's still labeled as fire from like
Right.
day 1.
Yep. Well, with 4 hit points remaining,
Nice.
your foe has fallen.
There we go.
You guys have. Whoops. Raya's not dead.
You better not have killed me.
And splat.
Yes. The panic psychomentals are defeated. The ectoplasm remains.
Yeah, and Raya immediately deactivates the Masaglia tentacles so that Seiyun doesn't have to deal with second stuff.
Well, here's the thing. That's a full action, so you don't have a swift action to do it this round. So you're going to at least have to take one more point there of damage there, Seiyun.
No, he won't, because he would move away out of being adjacent on his turn.
Right.
Right, your wings are impressive, but make me feel uneasy, queasy.
Yes, well, with all the weirdness and the obstructions and stuff, I wasn't sure how quickly you'd be able to get here, and I was on my own, so I was like, every advantage I can get to... I really got a bit greedy. I was trying to take them all out before you got here.
It's fine.
Oh, thank God.
I understand.
Well, so you did do it. The wings retract. The ectoplasm's still here. The door to the bridge lies before you. Yeah. And we'll meet the Wise family next week.
Oh,
we'll see you.
Next week, Wise family.
They're gonna be cats.
They're gonna be
Word to the Wise. Turn in next week.
That's gonna be the episode title, right?
STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcasts, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.